in the previous episode.
So let's have a look round it. We've bought a Transit Smiley recovery truck. It just wants tidying up, hopefully, and hopefully it's not rotten. I pray it isn't rotten. The beauty thing with these as well, there's no ECU. It's just one wire to the pump and away you go. So you don't have any electrical issues or anything like that. Alright, I am Colin and this is Shineautomotive, and this is the second video of the Transit Smiley recovery truck we've just bought, and it's time to take it for MOT. So I'm going to jump in it now and get it down for MOT, and let's see how bad it is, because we haven't checked it over, because it's the following day of when we've just bought it. Right, I'm on my way back from MOT and she's failed alright. Oh yes, she's a big list. The parking brake isn't working on one side, so we've got that to look at. There's something majorly wrong with the indicators. The headlamp's not working on dip beam. The exhaust is disconnected, it's not even connected where it needs to be. That's hanging off at one of the joints at the bottom. It's just rattled all the bolts loose. Exhaust system is insecure, that's all part of that. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bits of welding to do, or 6 bits of welding. Now, it's very hard to do this. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which aren't a massive job. All of this isn't going to cost us any money apart from a couple of gaskets and some nuts and bolts, and the emissions is unable to be checked because the exhaust is hanging off. But I'm more than confident that the exhaust being fixed properly will sort that issues out. So we're going to now have a go at trying to get it into the garage so I can start the welding, and then we'll show you what the issue is with the lights, because it's got a brain of its own right now. Hey Jake, it's failed alright. What do you reckon it's failed on?
Exhaust.
Yeah, look at the list quickly. Look, that's how it's in. It's not as bad as I thought, but it's just got, we've marked it all up. And you can see over there, he wants some welding just underneath there, and this corner on both of the sills. There's a hole to weld just under there, and behind here nothing on the front arches, which I'm gobsmacked about, absolutely gobsmacked about. But I think I'll do the welding first, treat that area, then we're going to get it power washed out, proper steam cleaned out, let it dry, and then probably stone chip up the chassis and the few bits. So in all fairness, it's not going to cost us a fortune. We just need to get the exhaust sorted out and a load of welding. So I'll show you what's up with the lights as well. Jakey boy, jump in it, man, on. Jump in it. You need to show them all what's up with the lights. Jump in the driver's seat. Hey, watch this, Lewis. She's failed. Yeah.
What about that bubbling on the sill that I saw?
Yes, it's failed on that, yes. There's actually a hole. So put this indicator on, Jake. Yeah, and then put the other side on. Yeah. Then put the lights on to dip beam. Yeah. Now onto main beam. I don't know if you can see that. Turn the lights off again. Put it onto the main beam. And you can see there's an earthing fault because the lights are all lit up. Put main beam on full beam, no full beam on this side, and this side full beam is on. So there's obviously a wiring fault, and it'll probably come through the body again. So turn all the lights off, please, Jake. Take it out reverse. So put the right indicator on. No problem. Left indicator. No problem. Now put the lights on. So we've got an earth problem. Put the right indicator on, Jake, and nothing will happen. Oh yeah, I've missed that out as well. Turn all the lights off and put the four-way flashes on. In the middle of the steering wheel, just over from the steering wheel, same as the KA. So they're working, but now put the lights on, Jake, and it all goes wrong. Okay? So we've got to sort that electric issue out. So, here we go. Where's Lewis?
Here.
What are you doing?
Getting full bar on eBay.
Good lad. Do you want to have a go at tackling the electric issue?
I'll give it a go.
You're gonna do, because I'm gonna do the welding. So
I'll do the welding.
No, you're alright, mate. So Lewis is gonna do the electric issue, try and work out what's up with it, the fault, air fault probably, or it could be a bad bulb or something like that. We don't know where it's gonna be caused. It's gonna be caused in the front side of the lights or the back side. So we need to get that sorted because it isn't gonna pass. One of them's gonna get the bull bar off. I just don't like it. Too much weight and I just don't like it. So we've managed to get a rocker cover gasket, which I don't know if it's gonna be the right one because I thought these were individual. But what's gonna have to happen is Jake's gonna have to get the manifold off first to have a look. So hopefully none of them bolts are gonna snap, and then we need to look at this joint down here. So I'm underneath the motor right now. I don't know if you can see this. Well, you can definitely hear it. Try to swap hands. The exhaust is not attached. Can you see it moving there, Jake?
Yeah.
Would you be better to show all the lovely Shine crew? Here's the camera, it's still recording. Watch the lens. I don't know if you can see, all the bolts are actually missing, and that's hanging down. So we need to get that unbolted out the way to start with, and then we can look at sorting out the manifold first, and we have this gasket on its way. So all the steps on the passenger side are really good. It is just full of mud. And that's just gone all over my stomach. But over here, on this side, this torch is turned off. I've turned this torch off. No, I haven't. I've covered the torch in mud. If I get squeezed under here, there should be a patch of weld somewhere along here that needs doing. Right there. And that's not too big. And then just under the side of the sill, which I'll show you. And then the chassis, part of the chassis, where is it gone? Where is it? Where is it? Right there. I've got that piece to do, which isn't massive. But all up in the wheel arch is really good, but it's just full. It's a tight squeeze. But we managed to get it in the garage. I'm going to get crawled out and then I'll show you some of the more bits down at the chassis. If I can get down here with ease, I might be able to just crawl. Yeah, so that's... Oh! So the back end of that there is rotten. There you can blatantly see. And then we've got that bit there to do. To crack these off, Jake, you might find it better if we get it running for 10 minutes, crack them off, leave that bracket in place, but undo it from here and undo them. Yes?
Yep.
Yeah? And then we'll pull it away, get it disconnected from the bottom. If the studs are knackered at the bottom, we might as well have the manifold fully off and drill out the threads, and we'll just nut and bolt it all when the gasket comes for the bottom. But you've got your gasket here for the top, and hopefully that's going to be the right gasket. You concentrate on getting that done. And don't snap no bolts.
Try not to.
You're full of beans. You're like a new Sam. Don't say a lot. No.
No.
Roland rat. While Jake has got the manifold warming up to crack the bolts off, I need to know if it works. I need to know if it works. No problem. So the winch works. That's happy days. I do like the little box made. I don't know if it's been powder coated. It's not been powder coated very well. It's splitting on. Should have just been acid etched, but that's something we can do at a later date. So luckily Jake has got all the manifold bolts cracked off, but he's saying where it's loose is really tight, so he's going to get him with a heat gun now and get them warmed right up, and then we can see what's going on down there. Record on anyway, didn't even press record. No. Lewis is working his way out trying to see what's up with the lights. Jake is just done with getting the last manifold bolt off, I think, down the bottom. So how many have you snapped?
1.
That's not bad. 7?
Lying to you.
The brake load wear valve, the brake load valve, the brake valve for the back, for the weight, basically. It's a brake weight valve. Right, I can't get me, honestly. Right, this was the bracket that holds the brake pipe and the flexi on, and it's just when I've gone to undo it, as you see there, It's absolutely rotten. So I'm taking all this off because it needs a patch here and a patch there. Now it's got its bungs on. Now these are normally a nightmare for busting out the stop bungs for the rear axle. These are normally a nightmare for rotting out around here, and it hasn't gone, but it's had a patch there. So I'm probably just going to fold some steel and just cap round that side and then cap round this side, but all this is out the way, and I cannot believe the first bolt has actually come off. I would never have guessed that would have happened. So I'll just work away. Have you fixed your light issue yet, Lewis?
No.
So is it because I probably keep getting you to come and hold the camera, isn't it? So,
No.
Right. I'll leave you to it, Lewis.
Thank you very much.
Right, so everything's out the way now, which is so much easier and better to do. Just move stuff out the way so you've got some room to work. So I'm just going to clean all this up, and then all we're going to do is get a piece of steel that's slightly longer than this. So then we can weld along here and weld along there, and then weld down the side of it, yeah, and then dress it off. Instead of folding it over, so you'll have, imagine the plate will be like that, and then you can weld down it, and then you can just dress that back, just tidy it up. And that's the first one. This is the most awkward one because it's got everything in a way, so everything's just held back there with a bungee cord. The handbrake bracket snapped in the chassis, so that's snapped in there. So that, when it's getting reassembled, we'll get that in there, and it'll get a buzzer weld in there, and that'll do just a little. No, I might not even do it in there in case I ever need to get it off. I'll just do a tack either side. So, and then at least we can get it back off if we ever keep it for a long period of time. So, but I just need it done so we can get it to work, get the scrap weight in. So yeah, I'll get under there now with a soft pad and a grinder, and I'll get it all ground back, and I'll get that patch welded up. Jake's got the manifold off. We've got 2 of the studs re-studded, 1 still alright, and we've cleaned down the face of the manifold, the exhaust manifold, with the Klingspor pad here, which is like a plastic one, less abrasive than the soft pad. So these are really good finish and fairly flat, so you can just run it along the top. Good surface area. I do use them a lot to take the paint off where we're going to piece in here. Just less abrasive than the soft pads. So Jake's going to master putting that back on now. He's just cleaning the block. Lewis is still trying to sort the lights out. So he's not having a good day.
No, the ignition won't come on now.
Blown a fuse, obviously. Is that why that wire was off? You haven't put a wrong wire on somewhere, have you, and popped a fuse?
I don't think.
No? You haven't flattened the battery?
No, I've had to jump out.
Yeah? You probably fried something, Lewis. Wrong, isn't it?
Devastating.
Never mind, it's not your fault, you're just a delivery driver.
And a handsome one at that.
Oh, you are very handsome, Shane.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'll see you again.
You will indeed. It's been an absolute pleasure as always.
As always. So them hard to reach areas, right? Which I am in a hard to reach area right now. And you can't get in with your grinding disc. Klingspor have come up with these. They unscrew, like that, and then screw in. And I've just started using one, because I'm in a hard to reach area, up in the chassis, that I can get to, but I can't get in with the size of the grinder. So, I'm in, and it's doing the job. These are wicked. Go buy some. If you can't find any, let me know. Right, that'll do.
Right, so we've got a lovely new gasket in there. Oh, yes. But we've only got one. MPD strikes again. Sent out the wrong gasket. Colin is not very happy.
Right, that's the last bit of welding done on the back end. Now that's all done nicely, and we've done all the bits. All this is welded back on, and I started putting the brush cure on before I totally bloody forgot. So this stuff is wicked. So because once we've finished with it, what we're going to do is we're going to steam clean it all off when it's been back from test, and then we're going to stone chip it or chassis black it, one of the two. Remember, this isn't a sport build. This is just so we can put it to work. But it's still cool, because to still keep it tidy. So brush that on, get that on, and then at least you can see all the welding's done properly, and we've not covered it in stone chip and a load of sealer. So, you know, there we go. That's that bit done, and then we'll move on to the front. We've still got that handbrake to sort out. I think we'll leave that till tomorrow because it's getting late. And look at me, got my hood on because I can't stand getting hot rocks in the ears. Once it's been tested, then we'll get it all power washed off. And Jake's doing the exhaust, and he's going to take that horrible bumper off the front. So, one of the worst things that I said in the last video, that they don't suffer with wiring. I have got a major wiring issue with the lights. They're just all over the place. We know, all those that know the Smileys and know the common, somebody's done a load of work here before. I've been swapping around with other ones that I've got, and that isn't the issue. One of my issues is in the back here. Can you see what's been living in this? So I'm going to have to take the dash out and have a look at the dash. Feeling that I am the best with electrics. But I'm doing all the grounds, I've checked the earth. Oh yeah, this is one of the earth issues that I found. So, and I thought, oh, I'll change this. So that's the main earth, and I took it off the turbo transit. It's poor turbo transit's got it. That's been rather warm. But I have a funny feeling that's something to do with why it's got a brand new starter motor on it. So that has been rather hot. Burnt all the plastic off that. I believe that would have had plastic on. Yes, it has. So I changed that, and that made no difference. So I'll just keep doing all the fault finding as you do. Checking your grounds, your earth, your bulbs. I've got everything stripped off. Going through it all. Changed the plugs at the front. It's not what I need because all the welding is done. So there's only the lights to do. And we can get back for retest. And then when it's back for retest, we're going to power wash it all off, and we're going to spray the rust cure everywhere where we've done the welding. It's just going to spray all the chassis, all this. Just spray it all with that rust cure. And then the following day, we're going to black the full body, silver the wheels up, and then put some nice reflective stripping on. The reflective stripping that's on this is only the cheapest stuff, so I'll probably get the better stuff and redo it all. And then eventually I'm going to cut that out and put a new section in there because it was a bit scabby, so I've just put some more fiberglass in there. But when I sand that down, that bit is only a tiny hole at the top, and I'm going to just stone chip that for now. But I'm going to get that panel, that section, to put in because the rest of it's fairly right, and I'll just go around and make sure it's good. But underneath the cab, all underneath front, I'm going to steam clean off, rust cure it, and then I'm going to stone chip it all underneath. Loads of stone chip, and get that fettled off like that. Right, finally I got to the bottom of it. Well, I didn't really. I've just put another earth in and it worked. So there's obviously a major issue somewhere, and I'm not being able to find that earth. But that's working. And that is all working. Happy days. So I tied it all up, put it back together now. Tape all the other bits up, put it all back together. Happy days. The new brake shoes have just arrived from, where did these come from? Euros?
The Euros or the MPD though?
Oh, come on, you should know. And he's getting ready to put the new handbrake cable in now, so that should sort the brakes out because the handbrake cable was seized. But them pads, it's nearly metal on metal. I had another issue with the main beam. Couldn't get the main beam to work. It's working now. That luckily just was that. So all the lights now are working. So all the welding's done, all the lights are fixed, just the brakes to go, and she's ready for a retest. And then we can get her put to work, and then we can get the outside all minted up. We'll do another video. We'll do this into 3-part series, and this will just keep being in the week in shine unless we do some major modifications or colour changes to it. Who knows? Handbrake cables are here for the truck. They're going on. Getting the new shoes on. Jake's down there somewhere. Hi, Jake. After another day of messing around, I think we have it all sorted. Parking brake. If it doesn't work, that's Jake's fault. Indicators. Yes, hazards are working. Lights are working. Exhaust is sorted. Exhaust is now secure. Yes, the vehicle has been welded. 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 Emissions, we'll find out in the morning. Voila! It's that time. Obviously, we don't know if it's going to go through on a lot of the stuff because it couldn't get tested on a lot of the stuff. For example, the emissions. But now it's not blowing. It's time to take it back for MOT and I am scared because I really need to put this to work this week. So did it pass its MOT? But after you're going to go on the DVLA site and have a look anyway. So I've been Colin, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!